Good. What's up?
Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up. She said, show me some affection.
All right, guys. So I am bringing you the #1 indicator that is about to change your trading career. Okay, guys? So let's get into it. All right, guys. First things first, as you guys should already know, whenever I mark up my charts or anything like that, I always want to go ahead and create my support and resistance lines, because that is just what you need for trading, because this not only helps you to find a position for you to get into the market, but it also gives you your TP, your stop loss, as well as just an overall price line to get into altogether. So if you haven't already, go ahead and go grab my course on the strategies, because simply I go into depth of how I select my support and my resistance lines. But here for this instance, you guys are just gonna rock with me while mapping the charts. So we're gonna just get into it. All right, guys, so I am completely done with my support and resistance lines. Again, I am on my 15-minute chart, but what I wanted to show you guys was this very easy trick. It's actually with your trend lines. So if you guys should already know, with the making of EUR USD, because this is the pair that we're looking at, EUR USD is showing an overall downtrend, right? We're looking at an overall downtrend, right? With my downtrends, I like to do double lines, and it does not have to be perfect, like at all. So you may say, Samara, when do I know when the trend of the market or a certain pair is going to transition into the opposite trend? So if it's going into a downtrend, when will be the time that it's going to go into a uptrend, or vice versa? If it's going into an uptrend, when will be the time that we go into a downtrend, right? So guys, whenever you see this opportunity, as you guys can see right here, you may say, okay, well, is it going to continue to go down, or is it going to continue, or is it going to go into a transition where it's now about to go up? Okay. So just by that, what you're going to do is you're going to create what is called the diamond effect. This may not be a perfect diamond, but you guys get it. Okay. So you guys should be seeing this diamond here, right? So this is the diamond effect. This is the arrow where you see, okay, are we going to go in for a sale, or we're still going to go in and transition into a buy, right? If it surpasses this level here, that means that the market wants to go into a quick up. Because not necessarily does it mean that the market wants to go into an uptrend, because the market may not want to push further down just right now, right? But if it surpasses this level here, this means that we are still about to go. This means that we are about to go into a transition of a small uptrend, right? Now, if you guys notice here at this line here, because these are the only lines that you're focusing on when you see a transition for a buy or for a sell, right? This is your sell line. So if you notice that your candles are trying to hit this line, that means like, hey, the overall trend is still a downtrend, right? But you want to pay attention, because even if it does surpasses this area here, you could definitely get in for a small buy, right? And this is why it's very important to have your support and your resistance lines listed here as I have it, simply because you may say, okay, I don't know for sure if the market is doing a pullback and then go back into a downtrend. Okay, so to be on the safer side of trading, you want to make sure that you have your TP. So if you notice that your candles are surpassing this level here, this line of this diamond here, I would have got in for a buy, and my TP would have been here, and this is my resistance line from this support line. Okay, so I would have placed my TP here, and just to kind of see how many pips that is, because you may be wondering, okay, well, how many pips is that? That right there is 16 pips. That's $1,600. That's $160. That's $16. That's 16 cents. Okay, that's all you need. That's all you need, literally. Right here, this was a perfect opportunity. You got in because you've seen that it surpassed this level, right? You may ask, how do I know what level that is? So if I seen that the market was here, guys, right? I would have set a timer and I would have set an alert for myself for a certain price line to be hit. Right? This is the opportunity for you guys to get in and do a pending order. That's why I like doing pending orders, because if I was to see this opportunity here, right, I would have said, okay, you know what? Let me do a buy stop at this level here, which is at 1.04200. And let me go ahead and put my TP here, which is at 1.04313. And just like that, guys, I made my $1,600. Depending on what lot size you're using, right? Depending on what lot size you're using, that is good money. 16 pips is a good day. It's a good trade. That's all you need, guys. You don't need more than that unless you are a day trader, okay? Also, guys, if it was vice versa, if you were looking for a sell stop, you would have had basically your moment here, okay? The moment would have been for your sell stop at 1.04021. And let me zoom in for you guys so you guys can see that, okay? You guys would have had your sell stop at 1.04017, right? And your TP could have been here at this level as soon as it hits it, okay? That's why I always say it's very important to set up your charts with support and resistance lines, because again, your support and resistance lines are the most easiest indicators on this planet, especially if you know how to mark up your chart. Okay, you may say, okay, Samir, I see that it's a small buy coming up here, right? And you notice that it does not want to surpass our resistance line here, right? So, okay, this may be a momentum area where the market just did a small little drawback and now it wants to go right back into its sale, okay? So for this opportunity, guys, you can get in for a sale and then drag it all the way down for the TP being at 1.04021, or you can wait for that sell stop opportunity, whether it's here at this line of the trend line, or whether it's here at our support level, which is at 1.04152, and then you can wait until it hits your TP, which is here where we stated it was 1.04021. Very simple, very easy, all right? So this was a small little buy and a small little sell, right? This is for a downtrend, all right? So we see an uptrend forming, right? This is an uptrend in the past of EUR USD. Okay. The diamond effect is very, very, very effective when it comes to trends. What you want to make sure is you're going to be focusing on this level here and this level here. Okay. So it's basically the same way. You're always going to be focusing on these two levels here, these two lines of the diamond. You're never going to be looking at these back two simply because this is the past. This part of the diamond is the past of the diamond. We're focusing on the future of the diamond, okay? You may have said, Samara, I'm gonna wait until it hits this line. So that's either you put a sell stop, or that's either you put an alarm on your TradingView account to tell you, hey, I need to put a reminder for myself that this price line, tell me when the market hits this price line, which is at 1.07524. When the market is at 1.07524, I want the TradingView app to let me know, okay? And to do so, how can you do that? It's easy. All you have to do is go to your alerts, okay? You will go to your alerts. You will actually create alert, okay? It's easier if you have it on your phone rather than looking and waiting on your computer, especially if you're someone who's on the go all the time, okay? So again, you create an alert on EUR USD, your conditions EUR USD, crossing, correct. We want the value, okay? So you will have to change the value, okay? So it would have been at 1.07, I believe it was 07654. So you would have said 07654. 654, right? Options, you want to say only once, okay? Now, sometimes you can say every time, but we will just say only once. You want the expiration date, you can say within 30 minutes, you can say within an hour, whichever the case may be. Okay, so it's telling you like, how long do you want this alert to be open for? Okay, then it lets you know, how do you want your alert actions to be shown to you? Whether it be a show pop-up, you want the alert to be sent by email, you want them to notify you on your app, which is easier because when you hear your phone, it gives you a different ring. So it's not like your typical phone, your iPhone, iMessenger, or anything like that. It's a different ring whenever it comes to your alerts off of your TradingView app, okay? Once you do that, you can put an alert name. You can say 10 pips and dip or whatever, because you're real confident. And the message could be that your candle, a candle is now crossing that 1.07654, and then that's where you create. Simple as that, guys. That's how you create your alerts, right? So when that happens, ding, ding, ding. So I waited all this time. This is 15 minutes. This is 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. So this is about almost 2.5 hours, almost going into 3 hours that you waited, okay? That you waited until it hits your area. So now you got a ding, 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 ding. You got your app blowing you up with the alerts. So now you're getting into the market, you're hurrying up. This is when you want to do a market execution, because if you're doing a pending order, you do not have to wait on your alert, okay? So again, if you want to wait and do this manually, where you get in for a sale, you have to go in to the system to create an alert, especially if you're not watching the chart. But if you're someone who is busy and cannot be looking at the chart 24/7 or just for a couple of hours, that's when you do your pending orders, okay? So your pending orders is going to be activated regardless of having to send you an alert. All you have to do is check your MT4 account and notice that you are active into the trade, okay? So for the ones who want to get in manually, the alert has alerted you, right? Ding, 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 hits you here, right? You had your TP here. Your TP here is 1.07461, right? How many pips is that? Okay, we got in here. The alert came in here. Okay, that's about 5 pips. That's great, guys. That's great. That's 5 pips. Take your pips and dip. So again, you may say, okay, 5 pips, I got my 5 pips, but you're the type to say, I have to get my 10 pips and dip. Okay, so again, if you wanted to, this is where you have your levels here again. All right, this is why the trend is very important, right? You could have waited here. This is another opportunity. 1.07593, you could have got in for a sale, okay? Because you notice that our levels has surpassed this area of the diamond, knowing that this is now going into a downtrend. Now we are starting to have high highs, okay? Because when you start to have low lows, that means your low lows are more so going into an uptrend and your high highs are now going into a downtrend. Overall, guys, this is the best indicator that you guys can add into your strategy. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and go like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel, because it is what? It is free. And if you haven't already, go ahead and go follow me on all of my social media platforms, on Twitch at Samir Trades, as well as Instagram at Samir Chinye, and as well as Snapchat if you guys would like to go and do so. But again, thank you guys so much for the love and the continued support that you guys continue to show me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.